As you read in the description box, today I took a trip, a little adventure, a little date with myself into the heart of Turin, Italy. And I just went sightseeing slash window shopping and I had a really good time. So I'm going to show you some of the things I saw, starting with this statue of David, which was in front of a gym. So that was really interesting. I don't know why they chose to put that there, but it was very catchy to the eye, especially for a gym. That was different, very different. Then right next to that was this little bakery slash cafe with some really cute looking pastries. I didn't eat any. I instead went outside and played knock knock ditch on a random door and then ran off. Then I came across this really cool farmers market with a variety of things. So this first booth was a local farmer vendor spot. So they had everything from honey to jams to homemade like veggie purees and then just a bunch of vegetables. It looks so gorgeous. Like look at the cauliflower that's yellow right there. Just neighboring them were these wine vendors, and I'm sure their wine was phenomenal. I think, well, as far as I've heard, every wine in Italy is good wine. Then, just neighboring them was this little place that sold honey and dog snacks. What a combination! And this was one of my favorites. I think I have two favorites of this whole circle, and this different cacti species booth was my first favorite. Then my second favorite was this herbal tea, just body holistic galore place. So right here they had these herbal tea blends, and then in the front they had body butters, facial scrubs, essential oils. Just my cup of tea right here. No pun intended. Actually, yes, pun intended. This was my cup of tea. All the booths in this location surrounded this little pond that was so gorgeous. It was cold and the water wasn't clear or anything, but it was just so peaceful. And peace and quiet is exactly what I look for on an off day. So this was just perfect. So here in this booth, they were selling something called anelli. The term anelli is actually ring in Italian. So this looked like some type of fried pasta. I didn't ask questions because my Italian is so poor. Like I can introduce myself and say like, "Ciao, sono Nora. Cosa stai vendendo? What are you selling?" But that's about it. But he was offering samples, and I could not pass up a free sample. His booth was literally flooded with people in and out. There was only one guy here in this specific scene, but man, this guy probably had the most attraction. So I tasted the one that he gave me, and it tasted like bread. It literally just tasted like a hard piece of bread. Let's get into the sculpting that is behind me though. Italy, oh my goodness, I have seen so much amazing art in Italy. Like, this has been art heaven for me. I love art in all forms, and these sculptings out here were like no other. And this is just outside in a random park. You've been on my mind. I know I will start to fly, telling that I'm giving on you. No faith. I had to take a seat and listen to this man's amazing, mesmerizing voice. Like the twang that I heard coming from both his guitar and his vocal cords was just gorgeous. No, I should never feel alone. No, I should never die alone. What I never told you, but man, I'm told that your voice makes me stronger.
You were a cell that I know sensual walk. Just like the doctor said one day. How many souls sweet as you? And you find yourself floating everyone's friend. Heaven is my clouds, and everyone's believe.
After listening to 2 songs from that amazing street artist, I noticed this lady picking some things from the floor. So of course, I got curious, and then I went closer. But something funny kind of happened. So as I approached the woman and the tree, the entire like smell of the environment went from smelling like anelli and focaccia and pizza and just smells of the earth to smelling like cheese. Like it literally smelled like pure cheese. So sure enough, I picked up some of the fruit or berries or whatever came off of this tree and picked it up for myself, and it smelled exactly like cheese. Sharp cheddar. So I learned that this is called a Genko tree, and they usually grow out here in October or just at any point in the winter. But yeah, smell exactly like cheese. So I left there pretty abruptly and went to this booth that sold these humongous olives, biggest olives I've ever seen. So then I came across this cheese booth, and when I tell you the ginkgo tree smelled more potent and more like cheese than this dairy cheese place, I am not kidding. And lastly, at the end of the market circle, there was this super cute 3-wheeler mobile bar. That concludes my first 1 hour of my 4-hour adventure into downtown Torino, or Turin as the natives call it. This farmer's market was right in front of one of the biggest train stations in this city, and I'll be going in there in my next video to show you the art exhibit I went into, the restaurants I saw, the little kiosks I saw. There was so much going on. Like I said, it's the biggest train station in the city, so man, people come from everywhere. There's a lot going on. But hey, if you're up for the adventure with me on my off day, then you're welcome to come and see what I saw in this train station in my next video.